Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. Anchor gives you everything you need in one place for free, which you can use right from your phone or computer. Creation tools allows you to record and edit your broadcast so it sounds great. And they even distribute your broadcast for you so that it can be heard everywhere. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. So make sure you download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Hello everyone, and here are your news for this week. Join host Andrew FRETT every Friday on our podcast for his show, Let's Fret About Education, where he interviews amazing guests and discusses his own opinions and thoughts about the topics on Future Educators Talk and what's happening around the world. Follow and subscribe to my own podcast, DAMIAN Talks Education, everywhere you stream your podcast at, and make sure you subscribe to the podcast YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. New episodes of Future Educators Talk drops on Thursdays, so follow and subscribe wherever you listen to your favorite podcast at. Follow Future Educators Talk on social media: Facebook, Future Educators Talk, Instagram at Future Educators Talk, and on Twitter at Future Ed Talk. So follow our podcast. And follow your host of Future Educators Talk on social media. You can follow me, Damian Anderson, on Instagram at @DamianAnderson and on Twitter at _Damian Anderson. You can follow Andrew FRETT on Instagram at @It'sAndrewFRETT and on Twitter at Darren_Fret. And you can follow KJ Johnson II on Instagram at KJJohnsonII and on Twitter at KJJohnson11 or II. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Future Educators Talk, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode of our video version episodes that we upload. Also, you can now listen to past episodes of our show on our YouTube channel and on all the podcast platforms that we are located at. Now sit back and relax because a new episode of Future Educators Talk is starting now.
Welcome to Future Educators Talk with your hosts, Damian Anderson, Andrew FRETT, and KJ Johnson II. Always remember, we are future educators.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to welcome back. But welcome back to Future Educators Talk. This is the season 4 finale. Yes. After a long 3 to 4 months, is the end of this season. Yes. From the coronavirus all the way up to now. So it's been a long journey. But don't fret. We have a lot in store for you on today. We got the best of Future Educators Talk with you today. We got a brand new co-host, which you might know.
They should know by they should know by now when we announce. Yes.
Yeah, so they should know by now. We had a lot to tell you for this season 4 finale, and let's go ahead and get this rumor out of the way. I would say go ahead and get this rumor out of the way. So.
Yes. But before you do that, for the ones who are watching us on YouTube, as you guys can see that KJ is not here with us. As we are recording this episode, he is still down, you guys, with the coronavirus. So we are just, all of us here at Future Educators Talk are wishing him a full and speedy recovery. So we love you here, KJ, and get well soon.
Yes, most definitely. I hope he feels better with COVID, because of course COVID is real. COVID is
Yes.
serious. Uh, right now they are working on a vaccine. Well, they are. Well, currently they are passing out vaccine to
Yeah.
people right now. First for um, hospital workers.
Right.
Now it's to people that are the age elderly, if I can
Yeah.
speak today, elders that is over the age of 75. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks or months, hopefully that vaccine will be available to everyone.
Right.
So I don't know if, so
Yeah.
with all that out of the way,
Yeah.
let's go ahead and squash this rumor.
Yes, yes, let's finally squash it because I've been wanting to get on here and to finally let it out. We can't believe it. We can't, me, you, and KJ, we can't believe it. But you guys know that pretty much this person joined us back in season 2. And ever since season 2, you guys, we have just been loving this person so much, and that is why we bring this person on every time, because as this person comes onto our podcast, he brings so much energy out of me, actually, of listening and realness of the topics that we discuss and what he has to say as well. So I am finally excited to announce the both of us are new co-hosts of Future Educators Talk. So KJ, I'm going to let you hand it off. What do you have to say before we finally announce our new co-hosts? I'm just
You say KJ, right?
no, no,
You, you
no,
did.
no, no. Did I?
Yes, you did. You did say KJ. Yep, you did.
Excuse me, guys, but KJ, Andrew, I'm gonna let you speak. Let me let you
So
speak.
I'm gonna go ahead and take over from here because he's too excited right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and take over from here. So yes, this person, first and foremost, he was our special guest back in season 2, if I'm not mistaken. Back in season 2, and
Right.
then he was our guest co-host beginning in season 3. Well, no, not season 3. Well, yes, season 3. And then that's when he brought during his time on here, he brought the energy, he brought positive energy, willingness. We really like his personality. And
Yes.
that's actually what we want, is
Yes.
to show your own personality. You don't have to act like somebody else.
Exactly.
So after um, after we there are some episodes where he has where we did an episode with me, and there are some episodes where he was with DAMIAN. Um, as you can see, we vibe on here. You know, the vibe is it's spectacular on here. Also, he did an episode with KJ. So as you can see, the vibe is real.
Yes.
In other terms, he passed the vibe check.
Yes.
So so um
Let
he has been promoted in a tweet by the official Future Educators Talk tweet. Go ahead and say this word for word. Let me find it first. So after visiting our broadcast as a special, light is bad from here. Terrible lighting. There we go. Much better.
There we go.
After visiting our broadcast as a special guest and as a special guest co-host, we have decided to promote him from special guest to co-host. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we'd like to introduce to you our brand new co-host, the one and only, and it's official, Coach Darnell.
Yes.
He is our new co-host for Future Educators Talk. So we'd like to welcome him as his new role as the brand new co-host of this podcast.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let's bring him on now, you guys. I am so excited, so excited.
And here he is, live.
Yo, hello. Oh my gosh, this is real. Andrew, this is happening. This is happening.
It happened. It happened.
Everyone, welcome our new co-host of Future Educators Talk, Coach Darnell Jerome. Welcome, welcome to our family. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just seeing all this foolishness going on right now, but I'm good.
Yep, I'm good too. Yep,
Stay with me as well.
Yeah, yep, I'm good. Yep.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yep.
You know, we got people here lying, talking about this man ain't win. Joe Biden won fair and square. I don't know why we sitting up here acting like
nothing
this
really
man
happened.
cheated. Yeah. But you all can protest and it's all good. And y'all about done harmed half of the people in Capitol Hill, but let us do it. Boy, it's about to be a rage in Harlem down there. They gonna pepper spray us, they gonna throw smoke at us, they gonna just make it seem like we were just all violent. You know what I'm saying, man?
Ridiculous.
This is the world we live in. The world we live in.
So
Other than that, though.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good. We're good. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and drink my water.
Drink your water.
All right.
Oh man. Oh wow, I'm actually on here. Wow. Yeah. This is a dream. I don't know. I wasn't even thinking about this for real. You know, just be a guest and keep it moving. Now I'm actually here.
Yes, sir. You're here. Hey, look, we liked your vibe, your personality, the realness. I don't know where Damian went, but he can probably agree with me on that. But it's just having you on is like we vibe on here. Yes. You know, like we have a good time on here.
We do.
No matter what topic we discuss, we always have a good time on here. Every time you come on. So it's like we have like there's no other guests that we can have a good time with, you know, as much as you do, you know. So that's when we realized, I'm like, we need to promote him to a brand new co-host, because I don't think he wants to be just a guest forever. Something happens to him. Something needs to happen to him. He needs to get promoted.
So. I appreciate it, man. Don't make me cry. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to hold the tears. Don't make me cry, man. I mean that when I say that very sincerely. But it's so much we got to discuss. And I know we're not gonna discuss it all in one day, but man, we got so much to discuss. Where did DAMIAN go?
I have no idea. I have no idea. Let me see. Let me go ahead and text him.
My brother, where are thou? Like you just left.
Because he already put stuff on mute, so I don't know where he went. But let's talk about the elephant that's in the room. Let's go ahead and talk about that, because first and foremost, everything was going so smoothly earlier today, around 1 o'clock today, until chaos began.
Man, listen, you can't get mad. The man won fair and square. Okay, I'm a history teacher, so this week, like, I'm gonna have my kids do research on this, because this right here, I'm not gonna talk about nothing else this week. I'm not gonna talk about Western Europe. I'm not gonna talk about the Western cultural region of Western Europe. I'm not gonna talk about none of that, because we're gonna focus on what needs to be talked about. Europe can take care of themselves, because Europe right now is chilling, laughing at us like, oh, hey, boy, United States down there acting crazy. Listen, man, this man, I would say this. I don't judge people. I don't. He had his moments. He did okay. He did some things he shouldn't have did. You said you want to be president again. This man ran against you. This man beat you fair and square. But yet alone, that's not okay with you. So you gave us a little stimulus check. Okay. And then you're going to give an additional stimulus check. Okay. But at the end of the day,
received that second stimulus check yet.
Right. It is your time. It's your time to leave. Like, you've done some things that you got to be accounted for. And yet alone, this is the society and the world that we live in. You know, when my mama called me and say, I was just calling you, baby, make sure you get home safe, because, you know, people acting crazy. I'm not scared to be no black man. You ain't even touch me. You ain't even touch me at all. I don't care who you think you are. This ain't back in the day. Y'all already get away with murder. And then our folk who blind and don't really know what's going on have the audacity to sit here and want to back this stuff up. I'm not about politics. You're not about politics, but come on, man, let's see the writing on the wall. And then we done took over the whole house. The whole we done took over. We done won it in Georgia. You know they ain't happy about that either.
Nope, they ain't happy about that. Nope.
But you know what's funny though? We could talk about the elephant in the room, right? We can talk about that elephant, right?
Right.
But we could talk about that same elephant and apply it to education too. Because we have people out here in the education field who act like they have no clue what's going on either. We vote for a president, right? That's what we do. And then we have people like principals who get in high offices too, and then act like they don't want to do what they got to do for their teachers. And then when they get booted, all of a sudden it's an issue. And I don't like this person because they didn't do the necessary things that they needed to do. What kind of stuff is that? But we don't want to talk about that though.
It's just, to me, it's just ridiculous of how
this world it's coming into. I mean, seriously. And I've been talking with some of my friends the last 4 years has it just been chaos, destruction, and now look where we are. I can't believe that I am actually living in a world now at this age of where I am seeing all this happening to our country. I mean, I don't want to live in a country that does this to other people and to your world, to the United States. I mean, what kind of a mess is that? Why would you do that to your own country that you live in? I just basically don't understand. And I don't want to live in a world like that. We need to, and like I explained to Andrew, we need to all come together as one and solve this issue together, make some change happen. And this is not the way of doing it. It's not, in my opinion. It's just ridiculous of how people are acting towards each other. It's no sense, no sense.
Yeah. I mean, it's real. I mean, I'm not finna sit up here and sugarcoat it with you. It's real. You deal with it every day. You deal with it because you're Black.
Yeah.
You deal with it because you're educated. You deal with it because you're smart.
Yeah.
You deal with it because you have this thing called common sense, and everybody don't want us to have common sense.
Right.
Right. Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, why am I fighting my brother? You know?
Well, as you can see, guys, we are having some technical difficulties right now. And so we will get him back on. And then also we are running out of time on my Zoom. We got about, it looks like 6 or 5 minutes remaining. So we're going to get off of here and we will see you guys in just a few moments with our new co-host, Coach Darnell. A lot is happening. A lot is happening in the world, but we're going to lay that aside and focus on this right here, this positive podcast that we have here. And on today's season 4 finale, you guys, it is the best of Future Educators Talk, where we are going to be sharing some of our favorite moments and episodes throughout this podcast here throughout our 4th season. So, Andrew, let's get started with you, since you are the one who first created the podcast in the first place. So, let's get started with you. What are some of your favorite moments in episodes of Future Educators Talk?
Well, I'm glad you asked because there are several. But this first one, I am throwing it back to season 2, episode 2, where we talked about student attitude / behavior, teacher leadership and technology.
Yep.
And I said something in a tweet. I may or may not turn into a preacher in this episode, but I want y'all to take a listen to this episode.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Now,
Yes.
that is a great that song.
Yes.
Actually, let me rewind it back for a second.
Statement or that sentence right there.
Let me rewind it back a little bit.
Doing good can often make you feel good.
I feel.
Okay, so in case you was like confused or whatever, so in this this episode was recorded, came out October 31st, so on Halloween. Of course, the quote of the day was, the quote of the broadcast is, "Doing good can often make you feel good." So this was, I think this was 8 different ways to improve your attitude at school or at work. So I said, doing good, well, it said, doing good can make you feel good. So whatever if you're in school or at work, you are constantly learning. You are learning something every day. Try not to preach right now, but that is one of my favorites moment of of this podcast is me back to almost preach of that doing good can make you almost feel good. I know Coach Darnell has something to say. He is smiling.
Nah, I was just laughing at what you were saying. You said you weren't gonna preach. I started laughing. You said you ain't gonna preach. You ain't gonna preach.
No. In this episode, I was about to. Well, I did in this episode, but I wasn't. I'm not going to in this one. So that's one of my favorite ones of this one. Let's see. I have to share another one.
Yeah.
My next one is that's me and Christmas Eve. Oh, wait, hold on. No. There's so many. There is so many. There is one that let's see. Now, this episode, I was not in this episode, but this was when you, Damian, and Coach Darnell, this was season 2 and episode 9. But when I listened to this episode, this was interview questions for teachers. And this is when you ask Coach Darnell, this is when you ask Damian some questions. And when I listened to this episode, I had answers ready to go. I had answers, the questions that you asked him, I was ready to go. So I feel bad that I missed that episode, but hopefully once we go back and bring up that topic again, hopefully we will all together be able to answer that question. My next one of the best of is, this one got me fired up. Season 3, episode 8, college recruiter got fired for lining up students by skin color and nappiest hair. I was heated. Because that's unacceptable and that's wrong, really. That's basically racist, because you shouldn't line up by skin color and not this hair.
No.
That's just wrong. That's like basically saying all the white people should go to a 4-year college and all the black people go to community college or not go to college at all. Like that's just wrong. I believe that everyone should have the opportunity to go to college, to a 4-year college, and be whatever they want to be. If you want to get that bachelor's degree, go for it. If you want to be if you want to go get that master's degree, go for it. If you want to be a doctor, go for it. So that's what I truly believe. I truly believe that everyone should have the opportunity to at least have an education. My next one is, I think, also in season 3 as well. Was it? Which we need to do an update of this story. Black Texas teen told he must cut off his hair in order to walk at graduation, and that episode got me fired up as well. because the school told him, in order to graduate, you must cut off your dreadlocks. That's not going to happen, buddy. Also, we talked about the dress code as well. Where mustache, beard, gotta go. Yeah. So that school district, yeah, no. We were fired up for that episode. So there's a whole lot more. But I'm gonna go ahead and let Damian share his best of.
Yes. That's what you just mentioned. That our season 3 premiere of where we talk about the Black teen who, in order for him to graduate, he must cut off his dreadlocks, and that makes, when I listened back to that episode and when I first heard that story, I was like, "Are you kidding? What school district tells a student that they have to cut off their hair in order to graduate?" Like who like, and when I mentioned that episode, you don't have the right to tell a student to do whatever they have to. Like, his dreadlocks was not distracting you or others around. So that really took me off there. I mean, seriously, and we need to do an update on that. I want to know, did he actually graduate? Because back then he was a senior. So I wanted to know, did he actually graduated? So we need to do an update on that. So that was one of my favorite moments, favorite episodes. And then also my second is the season two, episode 5, where we brought on, and I believe this is the first time we brought on Coach Darnell to the podcast, where we talk about being a Black male teacher and how to support new teachers. And I want you guys to listen to what he has to say when we introduce being a Black male teacher. So y'all take a listen to this to see what he has to say.
Throwback.
I mean, if you really think about it, it's a difficult situation. Okay, so we can honestly say as a collective unit that education is basically a women's field. When I was in first grade, second grade, I had women teachers. Third grade, fourth grade, I can go on and on, but I had women teachers. It wasn't until my seventh grade year when I had my first male teacher. His name was Mr. Khan. I can remember Mr. Khan like the back of my head. Mr. Khan was one of them brothers who he instilled in you what it meant for you to understand that your education is very valuable. Now, granted, I played basketball, so if my grades weren't up to par, he was like a father figure to everybody. Now, I did have my dad in the home, but what I mean when I say he was a father figure was when you screwed up, he was gonna hold you accountable for it. And I can remember messing up, and he had me write 350 times restraint, responsibility, and it was something else. Respect, restraint, responsibility. That's what it was. So since you wasn't respectful, you understand, I'm going to restrain you. And then once I restrain you, then I'm going to show you what it means to be responsible for the actions that occurred and what you did. So which means we have a big game tonight. So Mr. Funches, you're not going to play the first half of the game because of your actions that you chose to do in school. And right then and there, that's when I was like, okay, this brother deep, or this brother crazy, or I just don't understand what is he trying to teach me, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to what I did wrong. I mean, it was I was just talking in class. It, like, to me, at 14, you like, it's not that deep. It's really not that deep. So it's like, what are you trying to do? You know, what are you trying to prove with this? But I started to realize that he was the only Black male at this Catholic school that I went to, and that he really wanted to see us grow. And it wasn't so much about the females. He wanted to see us as young men grow. You get what I'm saying? So you put your pants up, you wear your uniform. You know what I mean? So that's when I realized, okay, it is some men out here that really care about what they do, and they're not just wanting to do it for a check. So, but then after I left him, guess what I went back to again? I went back to straight women. So, like I said, that was the only male figure my 7th grade year that I can tell you that stood out to me of what it meant to be a black male educator at that time.
So and that's where it all began, you guys. That's where it all began. And once I listened back on that, I was like, Coach Darnell, what is it like listening back to this of what you had to say here, telling us this onto our podcast?
I heard that episode. I heard that episode so long. I really felt like that's when the bond was really there. I mean, because that's not that episode. I don't think that episode was the best episode. I think that episode was the introduction. But I think the best episode was when Damian and Drew, y'all had no words to say. What that episode where you just gonna listen, and then Andrew was like he was gonna write notes. I think that was like the best episode because whatever was going on that night, we was, I don't know, like that episode that night. Andrew is said, like, bro, he was like, man, I ain't never had no episode where I said I'm gonna take notes. Like I've never. Yeah. And then you was like, I'm just gonna be quiet. Like I'm not gonna say anything. And then it was like, okay, am I really? Because like honestly, fellas, y'all didn't know this. I was like, am I really making a difference here? Because at times, Dane be like, hey coach, we gonna have you on the show, and then Dane be like, okay, I gotta reschedule the show, and I'd be like, God, goodness gracious, man, like. Come on, man. Like, don't do this to me. Like, I'm prepared to go on. I'm ready to go. Like, but from there on, and then when y'all added, KJ to the mix, I mean, I gotta be honest, man. All the episodes, I can't remember them all, but from the time y'all invited me to the matter of fact, because did I not reach out to y'all on Instagram? Was it Instagram or Twitter? It was one of them. Because you say y'all was looking for a guest person. And I don't remember how we did it, but for y'all to give me that opportunity, man, that meant a lot. I'm not going to cry. Because I told Andrew this, I'm not going to cry. But I'm not going to cry. But that, you gave me an opportunity. Just like you gave other people opportunities. So each episode is going to be special regardless in its own little way. But I don't know, y'all, to have, Damian be quiet. That ain't the easy thing to do. Yeah. No. For him to say, like for him to say, like, yo, like I'm gonna let Coach Darnell talk. I ain't got nothing to say. I'm gonna listen. And then Andrew like, no, I'm gonna write notes because, like, I felt then like I have a gift, besides coaching and teaching. Like I have a gift. I can speak. I've never been given that opportunity on a large platform, but I'm able to give it now. So, like every episode is special. Every episode is special. Yes, in my opinion.
Yeah, he never says that he's speechless. Every time we do an episode without you, he always he never says that he's speechless. But when he comes on here, he's just speechless. And for me, I just take notes because someday I'm going to look back on this and I'll be like, oh, so this is what Coach Darnell said on this day. Oh, this is what he said. So, yeah. And also, I want to make a comment on that episode as well. I did not had my first black male teacher same grade as well, 7th grade. I had Mr. Taborin. Math, he was teaching math. So that's when I had my first black male educator. I had all women. So that was really the turning point. It was like, oh, I have a black male teacher. Okay. So that's new.
let's see, because everybody didn't like him. He was always strict. He always, write-ups and all that. But at the same time, it's called tough love.
Mhm.
So if you can't handle tough love, then I don't know what else to tell you, because of course the reason why he's so strict and the reason why he's so hard on you, because he wants you to do better. He wants you to be successful. So that's why he keeps pushing students to the best of their ability. So.
Well, and for me, actually, I never had a black male educator in my entire school year life, except when I hit high school, a black assistant principal. That was pretty much it for me. And he inspired me because, of course, assistant principal, he inspired me every day to see all the work that he did for the school and to the communities. Like, if he can do it, then I can do it as well. So I appreciate that so much. And as me and Andrew, we keep saying, there needs to be more black male educators into this field. Seriously, we need more of us into this field. It's absolutely ridiculous. So moving right along to my next favorite moments, and I really like this here. And Andrew, I discussed this with you once we had finished that episode. We interviewed my sister on, and that was a great episode there. It was, you guys, if you haven't checked it out, please check it out. And in this episode right here, she gave us advice that we all needed to hear from, especially from me. And one thing that she gave out and we poured out on was the positive people into your life, and take out the negative in your life, because you do not need that. So you guys take a listen to hear, and I really went in this episode here. So listen to what I have to say here. Seriously, listen, just listen.
Darnell is like, what? He went in?
He will see.
Don't mind my hair in this episode.
Say this out there. Some people think I'm gay, but I'm not gay. It's just my personality. And if you don't like my personality, the door is waiting for you.
Oh yeah.
The door is waiting for you. So if you don't like the way how I'm being myself, my genuine self, then there's nothing I can do.
No.
I mean, you can't change of who I am.
No.
I can't change that.
No.
There's no program in my body that says, oh, let me change this. No. Okay? No.
It's how God made us. He made us this unique person. So you guys stop trying to change us, because we're not going to change for you. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. So stop talking to people and say like, I don't like this on you, or I don't like your personality, or I don't like this or that, or you should change. You should be someone else. What in the world are you talking about?
I get this a lot too. You should change. You should deepen your voice.
Yes.
For what? For what? For what?
For what reason?
To make you happy? You want me to change my voice, to deepen my voice because you don't to make you happy?
Exactly.
You don't like it? Really? I think not. No.
There's a door over there. You get head on out.
It's waiting for you. It is calling your name.
Exactly.
It is calling your name.
Like I said, I believe in the pre-season episodes or the season 4 premiere, I don't got time for all the negativity people in my circle. I don't.
Nope.
I don't got time for that. I need positive energy toward me who will motivate me, people who will motivate me each and every day.
Yes.
I don't got time for people talking trash on me.
Come
I
on.
don't. That is not good
Come on.
for my soul, for my
Come
energy.
on.
I don't got time for that because I am not trying to go back to the place that I was last year in 2019. I am not trying to go back there again. So I need all the energy, the positivity, the people that love me and that care about me into my circle. That's what I need.
Now.
That's just
Come
me.
on now.
I don't know about you guys or to everyone out there in the world, but that is me right here. Now I'm kind of preaching right now, but this is truth. This is truth, you guys. You need to listen.
Oh my gosh.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen. Okay. Let me say
you
something.
Guys saw my
You
faces.
think that I almost preached? DAMIAN almost preached. Okay, in the episode. So
I was speaking truth. You guys were seeing my face expression during you need positive people into your life, you guys. Take out all the negative people because, like I said, I don't got time for people talking trash about me, talking bad about me behind my back. If you're doing that, fine. I don't need to listen to that. Don't bring that into my energy, into my circle. I don't need that. I need people that will motivate me each and every day of my life, uplifting me up, the people who love me and care about me, not backstab me behind my back. I don't need that kind of energy and I will never have it. So you guys get that into your life. Get that into your life. What did you think of that moment, Coach Darnell? I want to hear from you. What did you think of that?
What I thought. Ain't about what I thought. Ain't about what I thought. Hey, listen, ain't about what I think. Okay, I'm gonna just be honest with you. It's not about what I thought. What you said is what you thought what needed to be said.
Yes.
Okay, because at the end of the day, I can't put you in the heaven or hell. But at the end of the day, you were right. If you're not gonna be here for me purposely, that's gonna get me to where I need to be, then you can just go ahead and hit the door. And I think people fail to realize, like, if I've already told you this is the path that I'm asking God to bring me on, and you still want to be on this path of, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, or I'm gonna make your name dirty and all that stuff, then vamos. And the sad part about it is this is the world that we live in still to this day. So, cause my thing is this: why must my name come out your mouth, especially when I don't bother you? But yet you still want to bring my name out your mouth. Why? See something like it if I was messing with you. I see something like if I offended you or made you feel uncomfortable, but I don't say nothing to you. Right. I mind my business and keep my day going. But you just got to say my name out your mouth just to make you feel better. And then when I address the situation in a professional manner, all of a sudden, oh, you ain't gonna be talking to me like talking to me like what? Because I'm having a professional conversation, and I'm telling you, like, don't mention my name out of your mouth, especially I don't say anything to you. I don't bother you. I'm not making a scene either, but you're making a scene because you approach me. And when you approach me on something like you about to do something to me because you scream into the top of your lungs, but I'm sitting here being calm saying, hey, relax.
Yes.
Because not that serious.
You came at me. And I ain't even bothering you. But we want to keep it on a positive level, but then we have people who say, I'm just gonna try to make their day a living heck. No. So if you can't accept me for who I am, then you don't need to be around me. And if I don't want to talk deep, I don't have to talk deep. I don't have to satisfy your needs to talk deep. I'm gonna talk just like this, because that's how I talk.
Right.
I don't want to sound like Barry White. I'm gonna talk like this. My name is Andrew Fred. If you don't like how I talk, the heck with you. And my name is Damian Anderson. If you don't like how I talk and you don't like what I stand for, the heck with you. Like, at the end of the day, I'm gonna move on with my life. So yeah. I mean, I felt it. I mean, that's what I felt. You said all that. I just iterate what you said, and I'm going to
Yes.
reiterate that because people need to hear that.
Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yes.
That's where I'm at with that.
So yes, people needed to hear that, and I wanted to and I just had to share it out. I had to share it out in that episode there. So we are running out of time here on this Zoom, but we will keep this going, you guys. So we will be right back where I will be sharing one more of my favorite moments from Future Educators Talk. So we will see you guys in a few minutes.
Welcome back to Future Educators Talk. Of course, this is the season 4 finale of Future Educators Talk, and where we left off is the best of Future Educators Talk. So we have one more of DAMIAN. DAMIAN's gonna share one more of the best of Future Educators Talk. DAMIAN?
Yes, so my final favorite moment, and I had to leave this for last because as I talk with you with this, Andrew, I still can't believe this. I really cannot. But you guys, this season, our season 4 premiere, we celebrated our 1-year anniversary of starting this podcast. 1 year, I still can't believe it. I really cannot. We are 4 seasons in and 1 year later, and in a couple more months, you guys, we will be celebrating our 2nd anniversary of this podcast. It doesn't seem like we've been doing this podcast for a year. It really hasn't. I just really enjoy doing this podcast with you, Andrew, and with also KJ, and then also with you, Coach Darnell, and with our special guests we bring on, and talking about the topics that educators should be talking about into their classrooms and in their staff meetings. So I thank you, Andrew. Again, you know I say this a lot, but I just want to thank you again for choosing me to be a part of this family here, because where I was last year, you guys, if you do not know, in 2019, that I wasn't speaking as I am now. And also I was in a bad place last year, which I shared my story last season. And if I didn't answer back to Andrew saying that I want to be a part of this, who knows where I would be, you guys? Who knows? Because last year I wanted to kill myself, you guys. And if I didn't answer to Andrew, I would not be here today, you guys. I would seriously not be here today sharing my experience and the passion I have for education. So thank you again, Andrew. I really want to thank you so much. Because you and also Tamron Hall have saved my life. Seriously. I mean, seriously. So thank you, Andrew. Thank you. I'm trying not to get emotional here, but Andrew, what do you have to say?
Absolutely. I couldn't find no other person that was really passionate about education, that really had the same goal as me as well. I also want to be a future Black male math teacher. So when I first really the idea of Future Educators Talk didn't really come into mind, because the first idea was it was originally going to be, me and my best friend was going to create a podcast about romance and drama together. And then something in my back of my mind told me, why not create a podcast that you are passionate about? Why not you create a podcast that no educator is talking about? Why not create a podcast to raise that 2%? And so when I was looking for somebody to do this podcast with, I had to choose you, because you are very passionate about education. I feel like your voice needs to be heard, and it hasn't been heard until now. Yeah. So I feel like I need to bring the shyness out of you in order to hear your voice. Because, mind you, I was shy too. I am shy too when it comes to meeting new people. But as you can see, I'm not shy no more. I'm talkative, I'm vibing, I'm in my, I'm being myself. So I feel like that's what I need to do in order to bring you on. I feel like you need to be yourself.
Yes.
Don't act like no other person. Just be yourself and just hop on this train. And here we are, 4 seasons in, and a year later, about to be 2 years in August. It's been a wild ride. We may have our ups and downs, but that's part of life.
Yeah.
That's part of life, and we keep pushing forward. We move forward. Because there's a light of every tunnel.
Yes. And what you said about our voices need to be heard, I totally agree with you that, because throughout my classmates, if you're watching this, you know, throughout my school years, and I wasn't, talking a lot. The only time I'll be talking is, when a teacher calls on me or if I'm talking to my friends. That's basically it, because everyone knows my classmates. Hello, you guys know that I'm shy. But now, once I graduated high school, I was really thinking about, okay, Damien, you are out of high school. What in the world are you going to do with your life now? Seriously, I had to come up with something. And when I finished graduating from high school, I was really thinking about, oh my gosh, Damien, you are going to become a teacher in a few more couple of years. You will have to talk. So you got to figure this out here. You got to figure this out here. And then Andrew came along. We met, I believe, on Twitter, and we had this really great connection. And when he first brought this to me, you guys, about starting a podcast, and he wants me to be a part of this, I was thinking to myself, okay, Damien, is it time for you to use your voice? Are you ready for what people have to say and hear about you, of what I have to say at this young age? Because I was thinking about when we started this podcast, no one's not going to listen to us, hear what we have to say at this young age. We don't have no experience in education, whatever. But our voices do matter. Either if we are an educator, aspiring educator, or whoever we are, our voices matter. And I'm glad I'm a part of this family because I have shared so many stories, you guys, with you and the experience I have had. And it's just been a roller coaster. And I'm so glad that my voice is being heard. And at first I was like, who would care? Who would care? But I am proud of using my voice now. And who cares what people have to say about you? Who cares? Who cares? That is their own opinion. I'm going to say whatever I have to say because this is my platform. I can say whatever I want to say here. And if you don't like it, then you can go away. You don't have to hear it. So that's, again, Andrew, thank you. And to also of you, Coach Darnell, because you really brought it out of me. Seriously, when you first came on, and the many times we keep on bringing you on, you really bring out the energy out of me. I don't know how you do it, but every time you come on, you bring something out of me and you bring realness out of me. And I really appreciate that so much. And I just thank you. Thank you to the both of you guys. Seriously, thank you. So, Coach Darnell, you have something that you would like to share with our listeners about us.
I mean, I already talked about y'all. I talk about y'all all the time. Did you not hear? Did you not hear nothing that I said? Like, goodness gracious, I'm not gonna keep talking about y'all. I've already talked about y'all, like everything. No, but listen, that you all, how you have a gift, but then you like maybe what I'm saying. It's something else that I need to be doing. Like I never thought in a million trillion years I'd have been on the podcast, and. My mama always told me, she said, baby, God give you gifts. And I want to continue to have my voice heard, coaching and teaching history. But I think this right here, what you guys have done and created, it's going to open up more opportunities. This is why I always told y'all, like, yo, after COVID is over, we need to really sit down and put together like what I said, like little sessions and things like that. Like we need to really put together like a conference where we can bring in some keynote speakers. But at the end of the day, I thought about that too. I said, no. I said, we're going to put on a conference. We need to do it ourselves. Because at the end of the day, we can bring in a key name, but what is they really going to, tell those people? Because anybody can bring in a household name. That don't mean that they want to do it. And then you got to dish out bread. Not that anybody has a problem with paying somebody, but at the end of the day, why can't we have our own sessions and speak from what we've learned to help people in the field of education? I mean, if you think about it, you two are good at math. So why can't we have a session about math? I'm good in history. Why can't we have a session about history? KJ is good when it comes to sports and religion. So why can't we have a session when it comes to sports and religion? Like I'm good with coaching. Why can't we have those type of sessions where we do it ourselves? We don't want anything. That's what I love about y'all. You don't want nothing. You could have called anybody else, and the first thing they would have told you, I'm going to charge you like $400 to speak. It's not about that. I get it. Everybody got to eat. I get that part. But why can't at times people say, you know what? Yeah, I'll come on and speak for free. People don't want to do that. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's what's wrong with it. Like, I know we're talking about, good episodes, but this is something that needs to be said. Everything shouldn't be a handout, and everything shouldn't be looked for to have money in your pocket. Maybe for once in your life, you should do something from your heart. And if you're a good motivational speaker, speak from your heart and say, you know what, no charge. What is it that we're talking about? Because maybe I don't know what it means to be an educator, but I've talked about X, Y, Z. How can I incorporate that with being an educator? Because if your fan base, if you have a fan base, people are going to follow you, then they're going to listen. But now you're helping the other person get off their feet. Why must everything be a handout all the time? Might not get on TED Talk, right? But this is our TED Talk. Might not get on something real big right now, but this is our platform to get us to grow. And then we'll have people reaching out to us. That doesn't mean we want a handout. You ever thought about it like that? No. Because when we do something, we're doing it because we're passionate about it and we love it. We're not doing it because we want to have a name and we want our followers to get up on Instagram and Twitter. No, we're doing it because we love it and we know the people will come. But when the people come, we're still going to be humble. And when you reach out to me in my inbox, I'm going to still talk to you. I'm not going to put you on the back burner because I've arrived. Right. That's why I said what I said about when principals get those opportunities, you were just like us. Now you got a higher position and now you think you arrived. So now you feel like you better than me. So now I can't talk to you. I got to go through your secretary. Oh, wow. What happened to the open door policy? You were just in the same situation as us, right? You wasn't getting paid that much, but you cared about those kids and you cared about those people. And it seems like when people get in these higher positions, they forget where they came from. And I think we talked about that on the episode too. If I recall. Yeah. I think we talked about people acting brand new. Yep. Talk about, I'm pretty sure you've reached out to people and say, hey man, can I be on your show? And they're like, yeah. And then an hour later, nah, man, I got this big name coming on. So, I'm gonna have to, set you back. But you invested in me now all of a sudden because this big name comes. Now you uninvest in me and kick me to the curb. So what are you saying? I can't talk because he's better than me? And people like you see it on, you can't tell me y'all don't see this on Twitter. I know y'all be seeing these people be talking, and then the minute they say something, it always that one comment that sparks.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be talking like, no, I got my degree from Harvard. Y'all remember we had this talk, right? Remember the whole the whole Harvard thing?
Yes.
Y'all remember that episode? They do it on Twitter. So you're telling me I can't voice my opinion because you have a PhD, so I can't voice my opinion? And you think you're better than me on Twitter? Why? Because you got more followers than me? Like, I'm not understanding that. And the sad part is, but the people want to believe this and that, and it's going to rub people the wrong way when I say this. As Black people, we're going to continue to bring each other down because nobody wants to take the initiative to lift up.
Yep. Absolutely.
Told my kids today, I said, y'all pick on different cultures. Why? I say, Mexican people smart. They stay together because they save. They know how to save. We throw away stuff, but what we throw away, they see as a treasure, and they know how to make it into something practically new. But you laugh at them. But when it comes to landscaping and things like that, oh, they're on their P's and Q's. I don't think people ever realize that the Mexicans know how to do some landscaping, and they know how to make money because there's nothing for them over where they're from. So they're willing to go hard just to make $10, $12. And they'll stay in a 2-3 bedroom house with 15 of them. And guess what? They're going to make it work. But then if I come to Andrew and say, Andrew, hey man, I really want to be a math teacher, bro. I really, learn some things from you. You know what Andrew going to say? Yeah, man, I got you. Man, he ain't ready to be no math teacher, man. He don't even know what he's doing. Like, I done been in his classroom. He don't know how to. Instead of, Andrew saying, hey, man, I done been in your classroom. Here's some things that I feel you need to work on. I don't mind helping you to become a better math teacher. What is it that you saw in me that said, hey, I want to go talk to Andrew? Why can't we do that?
Rush.
Yeah.
Why can't we do that? But nobody wants to talk about that.
Nope. No, not really.
And then it's my last thing. I'm done. It's my last thing. I had a talk with my mom, right? My mom's a Delta, right? I've seen young ladies ask my mom about her organization, and my mom will be the most humblest woman. You interested in being a Delta baby? These are the steps you need to take, right? But last time I checked, when a man is interested in an organization, why do we have to chase people like we darn animals? I done seen it from, I'm not even gonna say their names, but just know the colors. I done seen it from the black, I done seen it from the red, I done seen it from the purple. These are your top tier. And because I'm interested in your organization, you're gonna try to make me be a slave to you. That's not what those organizations were founded on. Your founders would be rolling in their grave if they really saw how you guys were treating people that were interested in their organization. Or because you're not popular, Andrew, or Dame, because you're not the big time basketball player, so you're not going to be able to get on the line. Or because Andrew, you don't have a deep voice, so you can't get on this line because this line is nothing but masculinity, and that's not what those organizations were built on. And these Black Lives Matters, those things are serious. And you have some organizations who act like they just stick their nose up in there like they're too good. I qualify like everybody else qualify. So why is it that you're asking me a question? Well, why are you interested in an organization? I shouldn't have to ask you that, because you should see that in me. If I'm interested in your organization, you should see that in me. If that's what you stand for, if that's what your organization stands for, you should be able to find that in me. Same thing with being a teacher. You should be able to find that in me. You should be able to see the passion that I have. But I got to kiss your behind to get a job? No. I'm not kissing behind to get no job. I am qualified just like the other person is. So what? And I think we talked about that in episode 2. I don't care if you had 30-some years.
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah, the same degree.
Same degree. Only difference between me and you is I'm a rookie and you're a vet. But somewhere in your heart and in your mind, you should say, you know what, I want to take that child under my wing and help them become successful. But we don't want to do that because we're too big on our high horse and our ego is there. And we're wanting to sit up here and say, you're beneath me. You better understand, we coming with the funk this year. Every episode, we coming with the funk. We coming with the funk. Because we ain't holding our tongues no more.
Nope.
No.
And I ain't got to be unprofessional. I ain't got to be none of that. But I'm not gonna hold my tongue no more because I'm tired and it's getting old. And I will not be racially profiled anymore. And I will not be told what I can't do.
Right.
Because I'm Black. Because I deserve to be here too, just like anybody else.
Yeah, there you go.
And you say what you want to say. You can say, "Oh, well, Coach Darnell, he's too political, or he's too arrogant." I'm not arrogant. I'm saying how I feel from my heart. And if that's arrogant to you, then you need to take a look at yourself in the mirror. You need to grow up and stop being naive.
Better say that. Yes. Better say that. Absolutely. Absolutely. There has been some times where people, back in my school years, people tell me that I need to grow up. I am not, of what I am saying is right. It's like, what do you have? What is it? What is it? What do you have against me of telling me that I have to grow up, of the experience I have been through, of what I'm talking about? What I'm saying is real and it's truth. And if you don't like what I'm saying, then why are you talking with me in the first place? Seriously, why is that? You can go away. You go away because I have experience of my own life and I'm going to share it with you. It doesn't mean I may not be, like you said, professional, political, or whatever. I am 20 years old and I'm going to say whatever I have to say on my mind. You don't like it, see you later, because I'm going to speak in the truth on here for the rest of my life. So, see ya. I don't got time for that. I don't got time for that.
Y'all have been through things that I've been in situations like that, bro, when I wanted to kill myself. I've been in that situation before. But at the end of the day, God knew what my worth was on this earth. I'm not going to take my life away and send my soul down there. I'm not going to do that. But I tell you this, every time we do something, we stand for something, we get criticized, we get battered, we get talked about. But you can rampage the Capitol and everything is A-okay. But let that be Black people.
It's a whole different story.
Whole different story. And you're telling me I'm not supposed to be proud because I'm Black? Yes, I'm proud because I'm Black. No, I didn't go to no PWI. I surely did not. I went to an HBCU and I graduated from an HBCU. And I'm always going to represent North Carolina A&T State University because that's my home. That's who breeded me. That's where I came from. And they prepared me for the real world. Just like I tell my kids now, you go to a PWI, you're just going to be a number. Go to an HBCU where you're going to be careful and they're going to help you get to where you got to get to. Don't be a number. Stop being used. Stop being just a token Black kid. They only take so many Black children. They have to. It's for money purposes. But they don't know that because they don't do their research.
Ooh.
I don't want to go to Florida A&M. Okay, but Florida A&M got one of the top pharmacy programs in the nation. Their business program is great. North Carolina A&T has one of the top engineering programs in the nation. Tuskegee has one of the top veterinary programs. Like, you don't want to go to a HBCU. Why? Because you want to go to Duke? I have nothing against Duke. You want to go to North Carolina State? I don't have nothing against North Carolina State either. But tell me, are they really on your radar? Are they really going to accept you? Because they can deny you just in a habit like that. Because your SAT scores weren't where it needed to be. Or your GPA wasn't that high, but your SAT scores were good. But over here, the SAT scores weren't good either. But we don't want to take too many of these. So we're going to accept that person. And then we're going to send that letter there saying that you didn't qualify because of X, Y, Z. But at the HBCU, it doesn't matter. It matters, but it doesn't matter. Because they're still going to take you because they're going to prepare you now. Because you're not just a token. And you're going to come to my office every day between the hours of 2 and 3, and we're going to talk, and we're going to make sure that you're doing what you got to do on this college campus. I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. So if you don't like the real truth, then I don't know what to tell you. But my brothers down here, they worked hard for this, and they're gonna bring in people that got the same vision as them, and I'm one of those people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, which reminds me, you did say your classroom and your kids. Thank you for bringing that up, because you called me one day in the middle of your I don't know, it was middle of your lecture or your class, but Damian, I think yeah.
What?
He he let them kids know during that phone call. He let them know. He set them straight when we had that conversation. He set them straight. He was not playing no games. He was not. I'm gonna let Coach Darnell take it from here because
I am totally lost of what you're talking about, Andrew.
Coach Darnell.
Oh, I think. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This one I think Andrew gave me his phone number, and I reached out to him, and he called me when I was teaching the class, and the kids was acting up, and I had to give them that pressure right quick. And it was so funny, Dane, because Andrew was quiet, and I'm sitting here like, but you're not a part of my class, so why are you quiet? He was like, nah, coach, like, nah, man, you got me over here, like, I don't even want to say nothing. But it's the structure of the class, because you're not going to sit up here and be disrespectful while I'm on the phone.
Right.
You're not going to be disrespectful, period. Even if I'm not on the phone, you know how to conduct yourself, and you know I'm not going to sit here and play these games.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so since Andrew wanted to bring up stuff, I guess he didn't tell you about the other thing either, did he, Damien?
No.
Did he tell you about the conversation that we had?
No. I did. I did.
No. What?
I did. You did.
I don't.
I told you about the title.
The Color of the Rainbow?
I don't recall.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Coach Darnell.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I'm totally lost.
Okay. Okay, so in life, we deal with a lot of the LGBT, right? How those kids get bullied, how they are threatened because they're different.
Mm-hmm.
And I told Andrew, we need to have like a little session, a little seminar, and I was going to name it The Color of the Rainbow. Because every color in that rainbow stands for something.
Mm-hmm.
But every child should not be criticized, ridiculed, bullied because they want to go a different way.
Right.
So I want to call it color of the rainbow. Because there's some people out here that are lesbians, that are gay, that are bi, that are transgender, but bro, they are smart as heck.
Yes.
And they can give you so much knowledge. But you get ridiculed because you're gay. Okay, so what? So what? So what?
About the personality.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the key question though. Are they bothering you?
That's the key question.
Coach, they're not bothering me, so why are you bothering them?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
He looked at me wrong. He looked at you wrong. Please, I'm looking at you wrong. Coach, why you defend them? I defend all my children. But you will not make my children feel as they don't have a safe space when they're in this classroom. Now, what they do, what you do in the other classroom, that's on them. But when they're in this one, this is my territory. This is my house. And I'm going to protect mine.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I want us to have a session on that, color of the rainbow. Because I want to talk to some people from this LBGT. I want to talk to them. I want to know how they really feel. And I want to know what it is that we can do for them. Now, I know I ain't the host, but I'm putting it all on the table.
Well, let's make that happen. We're going to make that happen. Absolutely.
I don't care who it is, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender. I don't care. I want to know what we can do for them.
Let's sit down and have a conversation like we're doing
in this
now.
world of education too, because they're in education too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's starting to come out because they're proud of who they are now. They're not hiding it no more.
No.
And as a straight man, I'm still going to support it.
Right.
But I'm going to show them that a straight man don't always have negative things to say about you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I respect you as you are as a person. Because I don't think every time you talk to somebody, they're always hitting on you, because everybody don't hit on you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the vibe is just unique to where that relationship right there grows. That's what they know in their mind. I better not cross that boundary. But we always got something to say. And we always want to ridicule. I'm tired of it. We say Black Lives Matter. That means every life matters. Every life matters. Not just straight. Every life matters. So why can't they matter?
Mm-hmm. A conversation that needs to be had.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Well, you guys, every time you guys see now, you guys, it's permanent now. It's permanent. So it's not going away. It's not going away. This is permanent, official. So in every episode, you guys, every episode, realness. So be ready for that. Be ready for that. I can't wait. I cannot wait. So thank you guys for listening, tuning in to our season 4 finale, the Best of Future Educators Talk. What a great episode this was here. And this was, I feel like now this is right. This is the perfect fit, the perfect family. It's complete now. It's complete. You have me, Andrew, KJ, and now Coach Darnell. I believe it's complete now. Don't you agree, Andrew?
It's complete.
Yeah.
It's complete after seasons of trying, after dealing with many different co-hosts. It's complete. I've been knew that it was going to be a perfect fit when he first came on here. So when he first, when we did that first episode with him as a special guest, that's when I knew he's going to be a perfect fit. But we're trying not to make him cry. So
no.
Nah, we good. No, but listen. y'all got to understand where I came from.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to have an episode with my mom's on here because that's the educator. And when you talk to her, you'll understand why I am how I am. Just how you had your sister on the show, I want to bring my mom on here because I'm telling y'all think I'm deep. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh boy.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Do I need to bring
You will.
okay.
You will.
Okay.
You will.
Okay.
You will. Matter of fact, hold on. Matter of fact, because like y'all tell me the day we can do it. But I'm telling y'all ain't seen nothing yet.
All right.
Mother, I'm on the podcast right now. You're live and full effect.
Is he actually?
I'm talking to you on FaceTime. So you're gonna come on the show because I told the fellas where I get my energy from comes from you. So they ain't seen nothing yet until we bring you on this show. And when they see why, then they'll understand. And I wanna, if it's okay with them, I wanna title this show The Calm After the Storm. Because once my mom tell you the storm, then you'll understand the calm. And then you'll understand where I get my passion from.
Let's make that happen. Right. We'll going.
Make it happen. I let her know.
Yes.
And then that way she get everything together. Because she's gonna tell you her journey. I'll just put it to you like that.
All right.
And then you'll see how that got instilled in me.
All right.
Okay.
All right, mama. I'll let you know the date.
Wow.
Well.
Mm-hmm.
What was the name? Because my Google Home just. What was the name? No, like seriously, my Google Home just went off once you said the name, my Google Home went off. So what was the name? I'm sorry.
Oh, The Calm Before the Storm.
Ooh.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Before. Coach Darnell. Coach Darnell.
No, I can't wait for that episode. I can't wait for that.
Coach Darnell. Please, let's make that happen.
Yes.
Now you finna see the root. Now you finna see the roots. What did I say when I first met y'all? You got to instill the roots. When you instill the roots, it helps grows that tree. Remember we talked about that.
Yep.
My mom is my root. She instilled the tree in me. She let that seed grow.
We're going to make it happen, you guys. We're going to make it happen next season in season 5. So you guys stay tuned for that. We will keep you guys updated on our social media when that episode will be released. Trust us. So what a great run we had for this season, Andrew. We started off with a new co-host and we ended it off with another new co-host. So this is complete now. This is really complete. So thank you guys again for tuning to this episode. Make sure you subscribe to this podcast everywhere onto our YouTube channel as well. Subscribe and tell your friends about our show as well, you guys. And we will see you guys very soon on the next Future Educators Talk. So until then, you guys take care of yourself and be blessed.
What's going on, everybody? It's KJ here, letting you know that if you have any questions or concerns about Future Educators Talk, stories to share, feedback to make our podcast better, reactions to the topics that we discuss, jokes to tell, or you would like someone for the co-host to interview, please let us know by direct messaging us on Instagram at Future Educators Talk, emailing us at futureeducatorstalk@gmail.com, or sending in a voice message to us by going to anchor.fm/futureedtalk. Click on the message tab to where you can record your question to us. Once again, we thank you for listening. Thank you for your continued support, and we cannot wait for you to tune in for season 4.
Don't just listen to Future Educators Talk on your smartphone. Continue the conversation online. Like us on Facebook. Be a part of our conversation by telling us what you think of our episodes. Join us on Instagram for behind-the-scenes content. Follow us on Twitter to stay up to date with what's happening on our podcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss future episodes. And beyond, it's you who keeps Future Educators Talk going. So like, comment, share, subscribe, review, and connect everywhere with us. You get social. So let's listen together.